it's Blair Milan, and welcome to another episode of It Is What It Is JA, partnered with Instinct Media Production. This episode is sponsored by Pure Water, Iriebeaz Coffee, Karmen's Kollection, and Tami Bodi. Today I have with me Brian Lumley, award-winning chef.
Thanks for having me.
And Director of Blaze Petroleum, Brittany.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for coming. And today we will be discussing what's the definition of body count.
Ooh.
Boy, I want to tell you, I feel like this topic is like, it bothers people. Not sure why, because we're all grown folk, yeah? I'm not sure why people make it such a big deal, you know? You've been hearing like different perspectives from people, whether it should even be a topic at all, still, in a conversation with your potential partner then, or your partner, do you care what it is? Do you not care? Should you care? So what's your take on it, Brian, being the man? Because I know it's usually the men that have an issue with what the woman's body count is.
Really?
What's your... Hold on. We're going to get to it, but I want to know from your standpoint, how do you feel about this whole body count thing? Like, do you think that, do you care if you're dating somebody, do you care what the body count is? Are you going to even ask her that question? And if you're asking that question, do you expect to hear the truth, or do you expect to hear something that's obviously condensed because she's trying to make sure that she seals it with you?
All right. Wow.
Stunned, are we?
Yeah. So I'm thinking, my mind is all over the place, right? And it depends. So if I was in high school, it tend to matter, and then you have a lot of immature thoughts and immature conversations. You're like, yo, no, I don't want this, and you start to label the girl and that kind of thing. And as you grow older, you start to realize, like, yo, it shouldn't matter as much as it matter. I think where it boils down to for me is who make up that body count.
Okay, so it's who is in the body.
More important than
the persons who have been in the body count is what matters to you.
Amount.
So if you know, like, is one of your bridging them, or
if
is somebody
too much in the circle.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So if it's in the circle, you have a problem with that.
Not that I have a problem, but it can be a problem.
It can be a problem.
There are so many other factors that determine it, and we can explore and elaborate on those as the conversation go on.
All right.
But I just feel like, for me, at the end of the day, good box is good box.
Right.
Right. So if it's great, and there's a lot of other qualities that the woman possess. There's certain things that can be overlooked, but there's a line that is just going to be difficult, because it's going to be a reoccurring problem. Okay. Because you're amongst the circle of people you have to keep interacting with.
Right.
So I can paint some different scenarios and then just tell me, because I think it could work for both ways, but I'm just telling you from my perspective.
From your perspective.
What would be a challenge.
So Brittany, what's your take on this whole body count thing? Like, do you care what, your partner's body count is? And do you think like he should care what your body count is?
So, I mean, me personally, I'm in general just a very liberal person. I feel like what you choose to do with your body is totally up to you.
Right.
Whether it be male or female. So I just kind of feel like people who are very concerned about that.
Right.
Generally, it's kind of a control thing.
Right.
Where it's like men want to control women, so they tell them that that's not acceptable and not okay.
Right.
And I just don't agree with that. I also do think that people should reserve the right to care as well too. So you personally, as a man, if that matters to you, that's okay too. So I'm kind of on the fence with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can understand where she's coming from, and I appreciate that viewpoint.
Yeah,
I appreciate yours as well.
Yeah, no, I get it. I like both perspectives.
Yeah, because that's what I said. As I grow older, like my mind then
it's
kind of change. And
like, why are you still asking what is your body count? Like, you're adults now at this point. Like, you're just meeting somebody. What do you know? But what I will say is that nowadays, the 20-somethings then, it's being portrayed that their body count is so high than one of in their 30s or one of in their 40s. So when a man like in his 50s wants a young thing and he's thinking, yeah man, she going, chill, whatever, because she's young, but her body count is probably very high. So people don't look at it from that standpoint either.
I think how you're raised does have a lot to do with it as well. No, I'm not like by any means like a super religious person.
Right.
But that does, because I mean, obviously from Bible teachings and stuff like that, like it's like, which there's a huge part of me that is very conservative as far as this topic is related as well. But I'm also like that person where I'm like, if you want to make your freak flag fly, let it fly.
Okay.
Right? But me personally, and you're talking about like younger people.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
I mean,
the
it's
generation.
A mix, but I was just speaking on that specific, just that, younger people.
Yeah.
Just based on, little findings and here and whatever. But I'm not saying that.
Are you saying on both sides?
Yes, I'm not.
Are you talking just women?
I was talking about women.
Okay.
In terms of women, I was talking about young women. But what I was saying is that it doesn't mean that, hold on. So I don't want us to get it twisted that men body count don't matter, I know men make it an issue of women's body count. But I also want us to delve into the fact that men's body count matter as well. Because
men's body count matter?
I think I don't know about anybody else, but you don't want to be just the same as you. You don't want to be with somebody that that your friend did, your cousin, your whatever, your sister, whatever. Like people who are close to you or somebody you hate then, for that matter. Like you don't like this girl, but Sari, you're probably going to be like, how about no? I don't want your sloppy seconds. Like I'm just saying.
So I don't care about that aspect of it.
Okay.
There are some things that matter to me.
Right.
Right? I'm more concerned about it from a health
that is important
standpoint,
too.
Right?
Like, are you sleeping around with a bunch of people and then now you come and you can potentially,
Anyways, can we just say, young girls, please make sure you find out from the doctor if you're alright.
Right.
I'm sorry, but like me, I have asked people prior to sleeping with them,
to get checked.
Go and get yourself checked. Bring me the paper.
Right.
And that's what I'm more concerned about.
That's very mature.
Me no business about how much people you want to sleep with. Me just want to say alright.
Yeah.
And me alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, and I have to appreciate that viewpoint too, because for me that's front and center in my mind. I get checked regularly.
Because you're not trying to
and for me, I'll be like, I'll
catch
that,
nothing.
Right?
No. We're catching flights. That's what we're catching.
But for me, for the body count, that's important. Not only from a health or physical standpoint, but also mentally.
Right.
Because, you're taking on a lot of energies.
Not only just that, it's the, what you call it, the soul ties.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who don't believe in soul ties. And it's a real thing. Every time you sleep.
What is that?
Every time you sleep with somebody, you're connecting with that person. That person is connecting with whoever else you slept with. And then what happens is a lot of times women are unable to connect with a man because she slept with so many other men.
And vice versa,
the real man that she really wants, she can't connect with him because she's had so many bodies.
I've never heard that before. And also, I don't know.
I'm here to teach you.
I don't know. No, meaning like, I don't, is that true? Like,
yes.
Because
it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Okay.
It's a thing.
I'm sure if some of these girls go to therapy and try to figure out what's really wrong, I can tell them what's really wrong before the therapist tells them.
I can't break it down that science of it, but it's something to do with your chakra and connection.
Exactly. It's a real thing. Soul tie.
Me no business about none of the, me no business about any of the past.
No, I'm not saying to business about the past, but I'm saying like, you don't have to necessarily know, but it's something that as a woman, I would say more as a woman, it can affect your connection then with someone that you probably truly want to be with.
I don't think it's for every woman.
It's
though.
not for every
I think
but
some women
it has-
can detach very easily.
Right, some women-
and I think
right.
some women
Yeah, me
I can be
detach very
attached.
easily.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, bah, I forget you.
I don't even remember your name.
But I mean, but there are women.
we slept together.
I don't
Damn.
know.
That happened? What?
Yeah. I don't even remember.
I think I was tipsy.
But
Damn, you guys are brutal.
we're honest. You want honesty or what?
Fair.
But I mean, but there are some women that, yes, it is hard for them to detach, and once they're attached, they are carrying.
They keep a piece
they
of
keep
the
a
person.
piece of
Yeah.
each person,
Yeah.
and then by the time them get to really who they're like, oh yeah, I really wanna, but you can't connect with that person at all because you have so many soul ties and so many, yeah. It's a real thing, guys.
Wow, I never heard that before, so I learned something new today.
Look at that.
Become a
Soul
teacher.
ties.
But yeah, it's a thing. So
But does a guy body count really matters to a woman? Because I feel
I
like
think some women. I'm not saying no. I'm not gonna say. I'm not
I
gonna
feel
speak
like
for
it's
all
more
women.
praised in society.
To the men by men.
I think to women too.
I am praising no man that's out here dogging.
You're not praising
There's
it
a
directly,
balance
but
as well, you know.
There's like
Not
an,
out here
Obviously, if you're going to tell me, say your body count is 100 or 50 or 30, like that's high, right?
all right. So hear me out.
But I
in
mean,
your lifetime, or in his.
Well,
like,
how old are you?
that
hear me.
matters. That, you see what I'm
Hold
saying?
on.
So you have to look at that. You have
Hear
to
me
look
out.
at
Why,
that.
why I'm at the point that I feel like it's celebrated by both men and women, right? So a
I'm not
guy,
celebrating
let's say,
that.
I'm not saying celebrate it, but yeah, you can be attracted to it more
Not
than
attracted
say,
to
yo,
it.
you're not attracted
I
to it.
don't know about
at all.
that.
I'm not attracted to it.
Hear me out. The
Oh,
popular.
you tell me, oh, you slept with 200 women. Oh my God,
No,
I
he's
want
not-
you
he's
even
not-
more.
he's not gonna tell you that.
No,
No, it's not that.
He's not gonna
It's
tell
not
you
that. Was the experience worth it? Meaning, like, do you know what you're doing? You can do it
All
good?
right. So when
You know?
when let's say
So if you slept with
whispers
30
going around
yeah.
and he's the man, you know, everybody talking and
About him.
things happen, and
Right.
maybe videos reveal or pictures reveal, and it's like, ooh, and you change your mind against him, and like you don't care about the body count per se. He's not gonna tell him sleep with 200 women or 500 women. or
Okay,
whatever
but
the
you've
case is.
heard. But the point is, you know.
No, you probably see
Those are
something
ridiculous
that
numbers
you see,
still, but-
you see
No,
something
but
where
the
you
point
like in
is-
him. What? You see something you like.
Let's be
in
real,
him.
guys. You know, there are people that are talked about, and you have an idea. You know, it's not a
Yes.
rumor. You know, there's
Yeah.
some man in the streets. You just know them body count high.
That's true.
What I'm
Or
saying
it
is,
could
if
be a
you
ladies'
know
man.
that, there's no way I'm going to be like more attracted to him. That is a turn
Yeah,
off. for
that's
me.
definitely.
Yeah, but him
I
holding
don't know.
the
I don't get
attention.
that.
What?
And women like attention sometimes.
Attention from that?
Not necessarily, but overall, he
Wait,
just
I'm not
has-
understanding what you mean.
So he is talked around town, but he's
So
respected. He's
right,
respected.
okay.
He's not just a man whore and a sleazeball.
still a
or
man
whatever.
whore.
He's successful. He's
Still a man
he's-
whore. It doesn't
could
take
be.
away from him being a man whore because he's successful.
Nah.
Him can look good and still be successful. It doesn't take away from the fact that he slept around with a bunch of women.
And it doesn't take away from the fact that you still want him.
Who wants
Still
him?
attracted to him.
Them want him. Okay, cool.
I don't know. Generally, someone that has slept around is not someone that
Say,
is willing to settle down.
Pray when you find a piece of Monday in a film record clean. Because remember, you had this interview today.
I
Alright?
will.
All right, this conversation, I should say.
Right.
Yeah, but
Alright.
men who sleep around generally aren't settlers.
Exactly.
And women generally want to settle down at some
Exactly.
point. So
Yeah, but they
I
want
get it.
him
When you're
to settle
younger
down
and
with
you're just
you.
looking for a good time.
That's different.
That's different.
But when
Yeah.
you're older now, in your 40s and your 50s, you need to chill. What you doing? You're going to get old and grey, your foot are got broke, and you're not going to have nobody to take care of.
So you
Apart,
don't-
honestly, when you have to ask your 500 body count to come and take
So you
care
don't
of you.
feel like you can be the one to make him settle down.
No, and I don't believe in that either. I don't
Oh
believe
my
in
God.
making.
No,
No,
it's
hold
such a
on. Now I gotta have that conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
Me not believe. Hold on. Let me address this.
You don't believe
real
in
quick.
miracles?
I don't believe in trying to turn a man into something that you want him to be. Only a man can turn himself into what he wants to be.
Right.
You can't change a man. Don't be out here trying to be
You can't influence the
genie.
dishes, huh?
I know, genie. I can't change you. And once I see what you are,
Yeah.
you show me that one time, that's it. I don't need to be trying to turn you into something that I want you to be. That is going to be what you call it?
Call a spade a spade.
Right, and be a failure on myself. Like, what am I trying to do? No. No. Mm-mm.
Also,
No.
the concern is if you really have a high body count and you went through so many people, what is it that you're looking for? That is more
That's another
of like
thing. Because there must be something.
the question I would be asking about you.
Right.
What you look for?
What are you looking? Yeah, there's clearly something missing that you're unable to find. Maybe it's not even the same sex you want.
And you're not use me figure it out.
There you go. Are you stunned?
No, I'm not stunned.
Okay.
I'm listening. I'm taking in what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm processing it.
Okay.
And I'm trying to decide if I agree with it or not, which I don't. But
Okay.
I hear you, right? Men can change, and a woman
not
can.
saying a man
woman
can't
can
change, you know.
change for a woman.
Yes, but not by
And it depend-
her
Yeah, it could be
trying
by
to
her.
change him.
Yeah, but it's just it just depends on the way she
Not
does
her
it.
saying, like, she in her head she goes, you know, I know he's not a settler, but I believe that I'm that woman that can change him. No.
All right, so
I don't think
you know
that.
you met somebody, you have certain energies and a connection that you've never felt before,
Okay.
right? And when I said by a man changing a woman, a woman changing a man, sorry, it's not that she's sitting down trying to do
There's
a
some women that
10-point
do
plan.
that, though.
There
There's some
is,
women
but
who do
that's
that.
not the change I'm talking about.
Okay.
But it goes in any way she does it. I'm just saying a woman is capable of changing a man's mind in that regard.
Right.
It could be that he had found a connection before and messed it up.
Okay.
And he's lucky enough to find it again. And he decided that he's not going to do anything to tarnish this way. And he just don't have the cleanest record, right? I don't think that's coarse to say, we're going to write off that individual completely. Right? And there are times when that happened and it worked out beautifully because, it's not saying you don't have self-worth or you're lowering your standards or anything like that. It's just that the connection is genuine and it's real. So you can decide to change from that point, right? But you can't just write off every man because your body count is here and you're not attracted to that, and so a man can change. You know what I mean? You can purge out that system and start over fresh.
Cool.
So I agree with you a little bit on that. Like, I don't think I'd write somebody off. Like, I wouldn't want someone to do that to me as well, based on that body count.
Open up your mind a little bit more and you can...
But I also,
something.
like I said, the health aspect of it obviously is me need. If you tell me, say you sleep with 100 people, me want to know, say, all right.
But even if you sleep with 100, what I'm saying is not even the fact that he's saying it, but the fact that you know this is a person.
Sorry, how you know? I'm sorry, wait. How you know?
What do you mean how you know?
How you know?
'Cause it stink a road.
No,
you know.
it can't stick out.
You know.
There's no
you know.
way.
You know. What do you mean there's no way?
Also,
no way.
how do you really know though? How do you really know?
I'm trying to ask her how
Men
you
talk
know.
more than women.
All right,
That's true.
No, obviously,
That's true.
road talk now, you will have
That's
a general
true.
idea. Yes.
But you get an idea. And most times women don't lie on a...
No, I don't think so.
Most
you
women
say?
don't lie. Men lie a lot on the cat.
What
Well,
you
that
say?
one rough still. I know girls that
Lie
you
that
say?
they got
Lie.
it, that they didn't.
lie.
But what okay.
Nothing beats a woman scorn for another woman.
Wait, what?
Here? Nothing beats a woman scorn for another woman. If she don't want, she see them look happy and so on, she will lie through her teeth to make sure that mash up. Even when nothing not close for gossip. Women lie much more than men a lot of the time. It just depends on.
Wow. We on another
reasoning.
excuse me. All right.
Right? But they don't even consider themselves lying if it suits the long-term agenda that they have. Right? So they don't even put themselves in that class to say they're lying if it's for a purpose. It's
Right.
like the CIA.
Okay, I get you.
Like the CIA. You're not doing anything wrong as long as it serves a greater good.
Right. Unless you're solving a crime.
Yeah.
But what Blair is talking about is that basically, like, here in Jamaica, there's no hiding from
That's what I'm saying. It's
from that.
The circles that
you go foreign, it's a little bit more difficult. You know what I'm saying? Here in Jamaica, you can't really hide from that.
You can't really hide from that. Once you hear about
of course you hide in
people
plain
talk.
sight.
I'm not saying, okay.
Not to a T, like
not to a T. There's certain things, yes, people might never, ever, ever know. Fine.
Yeah.
But there are some things that in the circles that we're in, let's be real, guys, you're gonna hear about people.
That's true.
You're gonna hear about people.
And you're gonna hear a lot of garbage as well.
That's true. I'm not saying everything is gonna be 100% facts, but you can also use your discernment and then look and you go, boy, if it not go so, it go close to so, and if there's so many people saying X, Y, and Z, then you just stay away from that. Just like how men, a lot of men, them hear something about a girl a road, say, oh, she have whole heap of bodies. Yeah, stay away from her. Maybe not you, but there are men that if them from them hear that.
We're going to check it out.
Okay, you check it out, and most times when you check it out and you find out say it's true, or Tom, Dick, and Harry have been there, you're not interested anymore, or you decide that you just want to have her for a good time because you hear she's a good time, but not to settle down with.
That's
and then
true.
She's mad because she really wants to settle down, but by this time now she done pile up.
Yeah, but we don't choose not to settle down or play with her because of her history. It's because of the behavior that we're seeing or witness.
Right.
It's not changing, so we're not going to claim.
Right. So, okay, say for example now, you know of this girl.
Yeah.
She has a high body count and she decides like she really like you.
Oh, sorry, before you go on, a lot of it happens in ignorance. We don't even know.
I know. So this is what I'm saying now.
Out.
So let's not talk about ignorance. Say you know for a fact she's had a lot of bodies. You and her have had conversations. She's honest with you. You find out that she's open. She's like, yo,
legit.
I've slept around, blah blah blah, whatever.
But she changed now.
She want change for you.
Oh, she want change for me?
Yeah, she want change for you. She wants to settle down with you.
Oh, she wants to settle down with me?
Yeah, she want you to be...
Bless her soul.
You see what I'm saying?
No, but that's a much different scenario.
Okay, so if you... Okay.
But
all right, let's paint another scenario.
Let me finish, right?
Let me paint another scenario then. You're not in that.
You must take me for that for no change with me, but
ignorance now, you don't know she have a lot of bodies. She's hit it very well.
Yeah.
Right? But you find out over time, y'all dating maybe like a couple months.
Yeah, sure, I make my way. Yeah, man, 4 months feed. I mean, say guys get it on the same day previously. Right, continue your story.
Okay, so she's telling you now, like she have a heap of bodies, whatever, and you find out, as I say, throughout the process in a dating, you find out now what happens at that point. She still wants to settle down with you, doing it. She wants to settle down with you because she really
still can't get over the 4 months. She make me wait.
The deceit in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, so you feel alone. So you feel a way that she make you wait. You feel a way that she make you wait, even though because before
I don't care what happened in her past. She make me wait. Because she's purposefully doing this,
But she's also trying to change. She's trying to do things differently. She's trying to see if she can connect with you on a different level rather than on a sexual level.
Yeah.
And so she's now saying, well, if I can do this, maybe, I don't know what goes on in her head, but I'm just in their head.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, in that scenario, would you still not, like, be like, nah. Just because she made you wait for the 4 months.
No, but that was a joke. Fun and joke aside. What would make me stop talking to her at that point would be one, the deceit, like why she wouldn't have told me that from the beginning. Why wait till 4 months to tell me that? To tell you, right. That would be a tough thing to get over. And two, change, I'm not a person, so I'm big on energy. Right. If you say you want change, I don't have to talk it. You're going to change a lot of things. Yeah, you're going to get demeanor, who you continue to talk to, who you socialize with, where you go. All of those things will come into play. What your agenda is, where you plan to head. And if you're still in those circles from the past, you're carrying over that energy into where you want to go. And that for me is, you're joking. Okay. Right? But again, I'm not going to be the guinea pig. Okay. Right? Change and then link me. Then I won't care about your past. Because I know girls in high school where you call them promiscuous. Right. They go around. So I went to Jamaica College. So you have like little gangs a boys club.
Yeah,
so
I
on.
remember.
And there was someone and them would meet a girl and the most popular guy meet the girl. Him have things with her and them just pass her around in the circle.
Wow.
Right? I don't know what you want to call it, whatever the case is, but enough of them married now and happy. Right? A lot.
Me and Mark, the girl?
Yeah, the girl.
Well, I guess it's high school. Because we ended going
High school.
pin her down to high
And then we
school.
didn't even talk about college. College now is just an extreme version of that. Right? We're gonna forgive that, or we're gonna turn a blind eye. No, you're not going to care about your body count by that time. You're just having a fun time. It is what it is. So unless you're gonna tell me, unless you're gonna tell me like the body count matters where? Does she have a high body count at work? Does she have a high body count in high school? Does she have a high body count in college, or all three? Or does she have a high body count on Twitter? The whole of Twitter know her body count?
I think
what everybody talking about body count is the blowback. That's all they're concerned about.
Right.
For me, personally, body count don't matter outside of health and mentality.
Okay.
Right? If the girl is
I like
great,
that.
I like that.
I really do.
yeah, if the girl
But not
is,
every man thinks that way.
No.
There's still a lot of men that put a lot of importance on your body count, and they're asking you that and asking you, so how many people have you slept with, blah, blah, blah. And to me, I'm like, if you're all grown people, you're adults now, why does that matter?
insecurity.
Right. That too.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Insecurity.
Yeah.
So people don't want to be embarrassed. Right?
Yeah.
And then they also know their own limitations.
Right.
So when they think about it, it's like, damn, she was with him?
Yeah.
So what she do with me?
Right.
Right? Or what she actually, if that was your ultimate, then
Yeah.
I feel inadequate to that.
Yeah.
And I just feel like you're just settling with me. I'm not your ideal.
Yeah.
Right? When the thought process shouldn't be like that. You know, if you're confident in yourself and protruding that, she will admire and she see something in you that she see that greatness in you that she like. Because a lot of women are with you, not only for who you are, but who you're gonna be.
Right.
Right? And they see that. You have to see that and also realize that. Right? I think that's how you keep up her attraction. You don't have to worry about all the other guys who was in the past, no, whatever. Because once a girl is into you, she's just like, she have on a blocker. Right? As long as you continue to be that person, body count shouldn't matter. That's my personal opinion.
Okay.
Right?
I like that.
In my past relationships, I think maybe in like the ones where I was younger, I was asked.
Yeah.
My current relationship, no. I call him my husband. We're not technically married yet,
Right.
but you know.
Go.
He has never asked me that.
Yeah.
And I genuinely believe that he doesn't care.
Right.
And I don't know if I would be with someone that cared.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Whether it was high
Or low. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It don't even matter. I'm just thinking, why is it that men care so much? Because men still do care. They care. And men talk. That's what I'm saying. Men talk and they talk a lot.
And the point that you made, which is that basically, you know, it's an insecurity thing. I totally believe that.
Yeah.
Because why else? I mean.
And as you say, on the other end too, that women like to bash other women and say, oh, she got a whole heap of bodies, whatever, because she's also trying to, she don't want you and the guy to be together, whatever. So she is, you know, making stuff up. Or she could not necessarily be making it up, but she just want to emphasize it so that he has a problem.
I have friends that are skanks, right? Makes me feel no differently about them. Yeah. Like I said, if
teach your own, like do your thing.
Fly if you want it, like cool.
Well,
do you?
You know what's interesting, that because even though you said that, right? Body count and it's an issue for guys. Only an issue for guy, I think, when him look at a girl he wants to marry. Because if you look at NBA players or entertainers or so on, they're like the same kind of girl. It's actually the same group of girls just circulating to all the different artists.
That is kind of true, though.
No, if you look at it, you can see it. But I don't know if that kind of girl, it's because they're so busy, it's easier, they stroke the ego. What is that girl?
Superficial.
Yeah, if you look at the video girls and that kind of thing, for years you see, even I saw a story, one I don't remember the NBA player. I think it's Jalen. This Jenna girl, she's pregnant. She's allegedly pregnant for him. And they're calling her a pedophile because she's significantly older and he's just a 21-year-old kid.
I don't know that story, but
No.
Yeah? You never heard that?
no.
I can't remember the
No.
names.
It's a movie that Jenna Ortega.
No, man, that movie is like something happening currently. Point is, even to make that connection.
Oh, Drea Michelle.
Drea Michelle,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
And she was like on Basketball Wives LA
Okay,
or whatever.
yeah.
Right. Or she on Basketball Wives
Yeah,
LA.
because she was at one point like the storyline. Her storyline was that she was promiscuous, and all the other wives were like didn't want to be around her and whatever because that's what
I
they
didn't
portrayed
know
her.
all of
Like she, whatever. So
Yeah.
a lot of them didn't like her because she was a model. Like, she is a model.
Mm-hmm.
She's a what do you call it? Like a video vixen,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yes.
And she also does modeling ads and whatever. So also you can look at it as they're probably just jealous because she looked good and their
That does
husbands
play a
have
role.
wandering eyes.
And you think them man care about body count?
And them a look.
Them a look.
But you think
So if
those
your
guys
husband
care
a
about
look,
body count?
or your man a
They
look,
know
You
the
obviously
body
gonna be
count.
salty.
Exactly. You're gonna be salty.
They know there's a high body count, but they don't care. They probably think, well, if a man must want her for a reason.
Right.
So they won't find out that reason.
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying. She looks,
Right. But you're just not gonna wife her.
Some may. Crazy enough. I can't speak for every man, but some may. Why? Men like peace of mind, I guess. And she might provide that. It's easy, it's simple. It's almost like how men be with porn stars. And they're not a porn star themselves. It's like
Be with or you mean marry?
Be with, marry. Like, it's like them say what they're gonna get. They know what to expect. Them know that will come with the territory. So them not gonna really pencil that. I mean,
Yeah,
I
there's
wouldn't.
a lot of people that marry strippers and go-go's.
There you go. Why?
prostitutes.
Them have high body count. So why? Why do you think that happens? And usually these guys, I don't think have no high body count.
Listen, no,
I should tell you so
I
this
just don't want to know that
good, say good girl. Trust
What?
me. It was just a high school thing and it was a college thing. But him did do him thing.
No, I'm not. Listen, I don't care about high school and college. I'm talking about current now.
And in my I'm just saying, I just think that in general, most men don't know what they're doing.
Facts.
I'm sorry. Sorry. You know, I'm not calling him.
Just saying.
That is.
That's why we need to practice.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect, right?
He asks us what we're
Wow.
looking for and what we're searching for.
Go
That's
ahead,
fine.
just bring me the
We
Dr.
are
Google.
refining the art form.
You're finding the art form,
Yes.
okay, but with different people.
Well, I mean, you can't refine it with the same person.
And everybody is different too. So and this is the other thing. What people don't realize is that what one person likes, another person might not like. And if you're you've moved on to another relationship, that person is not gonna like the same. Even if in terms of not just that, but meaning in general.
Yeah.
What you might like with that person, what you enjoy with that person, you're not gonna enjoy with somebody else. So you can't treat it the same way.
Exactly why I need experience.
Okay, Brian.
No, if you think about it,
No, yeah, I agree.
I'm in a monotonous relationship and I do it exactly the way she like. I'm going to think that's how all women like it.
Why would you assume that?
I'm just saying. I personally don't assume that. I'm just saying.
Okay,
A
you're
guy that
saying
does
that
he's gonna think. He's never
that-
been with any other woman
Right.
except outside of two.
Right.
And all of them, do a little
But they could be
foreplay
lying.
Him do it this way, and
Because
they
women
like it.
lie, Women are very good at faking it, yeah. And sometimes
so
they just because I just want it to be done. So I'm just saying, like you have to know
off
to
me.
that you can tell. You're supposed to be able to tell. Well, as you said, maybe with experience would tell you if you know if a woman is faking it
Or not.
or not.
Men don't
You
care
won't be able
though.
to-
They don't care if they're
Some men
faking
care.
it. Them don't
It
business.
strokes a lot of men's ego if they know that they are actually doing something.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, what do you
saying,
mean?
Blair. I'm saying like
Don't care if you're faking it.
they don't care if you're faking it. As long as you make it seem real enough for them, they'll take it.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
They don't business if it actually make you happy. Lots of men are like that too.
Lots of selfish men out here, but I guess.
If he was that good, I'm making sure that he's staying. You know what I'm saying?
Period poo.
Making sure.
Whether it be the legs wrapped around and hold it tight.
Right? Where you going? Where you going? Yeah, where you going with that? What do you mean? You're not going nowhere.
I mean, you can't always determine that it happens. I mean, some guys just know what to do, how to do it, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna have the connection with the person.
But this is what I'm saying.
It's unfortunate,
I feel
but
like this is unfortunate, but I just feel like you should not go beyond a certain point if you don't have that connection.
you don't know.
You know.
No.
I know.
You're talking about one night stands because what
No,
Blair
as
is
in,
saying
like,
is true.
when
Like you
you
shouldn't be
get to the
sleeping with somebody
physical-
unless you see a potential
Like
future with them.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't
But
think
depending
like,
on the phase you are in your life.
True again.
Not all the time.
Okay,
you're
so the
looking
age
for-
aspect comes in there.
Not necessarily the age, but just the stage you're at in
Yeah,
your life.
you're right.
Because remember, people go through different phases at different ages and stages in their life. So somebody in their 20s could well and want to settle down and decide to get married in their
Correct.
20s.
Right.
And there could be a man that was married in his 20s. He reached him 40s now,
You could have somebody
and he
divorced, right.
Divorced, and now him decide that him don't want to settle down and he just wants to
Have some fun.
have some fun.
Correct.
So it really just depends.
Or just want to build or work on himself or something.
right by himself or whatever. So to me, I don't think an age you can really pinpoint an age and say this is how you're gonna be at this age or not. It's just where you're at in your mind at that particular time, the stage you're at in your head.
And then you have some people who are blessed and just want to bless everybody.
Well, no, thank you. Don't want to be blessed by that person. No thanks. Don't think that's possible.
You ever been in love?
Yes, I have been.
Like in love. Like
Yes,
you
I
just
have.
love the person you're in love. Like
Yes.
so on and that has lasted for a while.
It lasted till it didn't.
For a long time?
Yes.
Okay. A long time meaning over 2 years.
Yes.
Okay. And that connection, you feel like you could find that again?
Yes.
You think it would be... Do you think that a soulmate is... You can only find one
No.
soulmate? So you think there are multiple soulmates?
I think because, as I said, as we grow and we mature and we age, what we would have liked when we were in our 20s is something different from what we like in our 30s and our 40s. A woman in her 20s is different from a woman in her 30s and is different from a woman in her 40s. I know that I'm very different from who I was in my 20s. So what I liked in my 20s, I don't like now. I'm in my 30s. Completely different woman today.
Okay.
And I'm going to be a different woman in my 40s because I'm going to have a different focus, a different mindset. Not saying I'm trying to set certain things to say, yo, I must be married by this time. I must have a child by this time or whatever. People have children in their 50s or they get successful in their 50s and it still work, right? So to me, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, I have loved and I believe that I can love again and it will probably be different because I'm different.
Do you think the stakes are raised after each experience? So it
I
gets
think
harder.
not necessarily higher,
You put up
but
more of a guard.
I have definitely put up more red flag, what you call it, indicators.
Or radars.
I put on red flag radars, so I'm more quick to see these things than I did before. And then on top of that, I am more, what's the word?
You're a strong woman.
Yeah,
That's very hard to please.
Right. So
Let me tell you,
So
strong women.
And that's the thing, like it's hard to fool me. So the minute, as I said, I check out. Because I've been there and I've been in relationships, long-term relationships, I've now gotten to a point where I'm not allowing anybody to waste my time. And I'm not wasting anybody's time. And if I realize that you're here to waste my time, I'm going to tell you, you're automatically rejected instantly.
But if you have a high body count, all of that other thing never matters.
It don't even matter at that point because I'm not even entertaining you. Like I've literally said to people, you're looking for the wrong person and I'm not it.
Do you forgive
Yeah, I'm forgiving.
easily?
Not easily because once you broken my trust, it's gonna be, but I believe in forgiveness because I can be mad about something for a time and then over time I'm like, okay.
So
I've let it go.
if a man have a 50 plus body count, him just don't have a chance with you.
I think it depends on who's in the body count.
Oh, so if the 5 people you don't like is in the body count of 10,
No,
it's just not gonna work.
not gonna work.
So if I have a LinkedIn for
A LinkedIn.
of body counts, make sure you never date a porn star.
Of course not. Are you mad? Are you
So
mad?
him know him mother, so him turn
Stop
Christian and him cheating.
They don't know what they're doing. Those girls that are saying, they are not
acting.
enjoying it.
No, I get that.
Okay, so at what point would you, ask that question in the dating? Is it the talking stage or the dating stage? Do you ask, what's your body count?
You can want to go first? I personally wouldn't ask.
You wouldn't ask, okay.
I mean, it could come up in a discussion about past experiences, but I wouldn't
Right.
ask for a specific
Like a
number.
specific number,
No,
okay.
I think I'd be more concerned about, like, let's say, so at this stage, I am in my life, in my 30s.
Right.
Obviously, anybody you meet, or let's say I meet somebody in my 30s as well, the primary thing I'd be concerned about, I'd do my own research.
Right.
And
Yeah, you need to do that background check.
if something comes up as a caution, I'd be open and honest with her, like, yo, I know this,
Right.
don't know the details.
Right.
I don't listen
And
to
allow
hearsay.
her to
Yeah, and I was like,
explain.
yo, I just would want to get this straight. Or if we go out and I say I got engaged or a different way, I give her one of them Drake hug there, I'd be like,
Drake hug. There's a name for it now.
then I'd be like,
That's like a
yeah,
thing.
I used to have
I didn't know
a
that's a
thing before.
Wow.
That I'd have been more concerned.
Okay,
And
okay.
I'd allow her to
explain.
but I wouldn't ask about body count. And then I would have been more concerned if that's gonna happen again. Now that
Right.
it wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
I just want to know about it beforehand.
Beforehand.
Yeah.
So just
I
open
can
and
have to deal
honest,
with
just
it.
transparency, just so you know, so you don't look
But then
stupid
if she have a
on
high body count, she can't go tell me about all the situation for us to run into everything. So she probably reserve about certain things. So
Right.
maybe she would want to come clean about, what her history would be
Right.
like. And then I'd just decide if I'd accept it or not.
Right. Really?
Just depend on our connection.
Right. So,
You just wouldn't ask. You don't care.
No, surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
I did ask. But
Oh.
not for the reasons of being concerned about how I personally feel about
Just
what
the health
number is.
aspect.
Right.
Right.
So, like, even my current partner, we both, when we met, I told
Yeah.
him it's not happening unless
Right.
we both.
Get checked.
Right? So, I think a lot of the times people are just very irresponsible
Yeah.
about sex in general. And that's why I think that aspect of it, your personal choice, what you want to do with your body, how much people you want to sleep with, I feel your business that. You know what I'm saying? I don't business.
Yeah.
I just want to know that, like, we're being responsible about
Right.
it. Right? So that for me is
The biggest
where
thing.
I'm at.
Okay.
So question, guys, would you consider oral sex to be a body count?
Yes.
yes.
Just say yes right off the bat
Because
and even
it
give it
is.
time to breathe or
It
simmer or
is.
nothing like that. That can't be a body
It's
count.
still sex.
There's no
It's
way
sex.
that's a body
It's
count.
what you say.
I don't even count that as a body count.
It is.
So what is it?
That's
So you're gonna have a
it's
different
like
list.
kissing.
you-
So
alright,
kissing
you
is
say
a
you have
body
different-
count?
Hold on, you have a
So
different
what,
list.
kissing is a
No,
body
it's
count?
not. No,
No.
it's not. No, it's
But
not.
kissing is-
No, it's
that's-
not.
that's
so
like
okay.
oral
So when
sex.
if some,
Kissing is you
You just-
feeling out whether you even have a connection with that person.
Exactly.
It's not having sex and
let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Say you did care about body counts now.
Right.
So you're gonna specifically ask her, so how many people have you had oral sex with versus how many people you've had penetration with?
Well, first of all,
let me
I
play
would-
devil's
I would-
advocate because at this point
but- no.
you're gonna have two different
that's
lists.
a bit weird.
And that's, I'm gonna answer the question. For me, it's almost like I expect that she had oral sex, she's gonna have sex as well in that same.
Right, but as you said,
Thing.
there are probably instances where
So if she had a
it never got to there.
if
then.
she tell me say yo, her body count is 5,
right,
and then I hear about an ex youth and she tell me say, oh, he only went down on me.
then you're not
I'll be like,
that.
oh, cool. That don't even count in my mind.
Okay.
That don't even count in my mind. That's just like, oh, he just went down on you? All right, cool. There's no penetration, there's no nothing. It's just him kiss her.
First of all, that's a very difficult and
But
touchy subject because in general
if
here
she
in
then,
Jamaica,
it was the other way around where she
It's
went
a-
down
I know
on him.
It's
No,
still
what
like,
I'm saying is if she went down on him now, it's just like,
So you gonna judge?
probably
Hold
changed my
on.
mind. It's
So you
weird now
gonna
because when I
judge
feel like that's
her.
a body count.
So you going? Oh, so if she does it, it's a body count, but if he does it, it's not.
Yeah, I know how that sounds.
What?
But I feel like, yeah.
Brian, no, I feel like you just.
Men
Wow,
and
you
women
know-
feel
I
so
feel like she
differently
cor- yeah, I
about
feel like she corrupt.
relationships
what?
in
She
general.
I feel like she corrupt. Yeah, man.
You know what? Anyway,
Yeah. Now that I think about it, damn. It's a tricky subject.
Wow, that's
I don't know how
rough,
I feel about that.
wow.
That could be a body count for you.
Yeah.
I mean, if she had a guy go down on her, I wouldn't count as a body count. But if she went down on a guy, I wouldn't believe her that it's just that alone she gave me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Normally, to how I know or feel women are like normally if a woman getting into that, she rate you. And after that, if she say
me
a
not do
nice
that
standing
still.
thing, she
That's
not gonna
first of all, I
leave
don't
that
enjoy
alone.
that
So
in general.
if she tell me that she did that and leave that alone,
That's like-
I don't believe that.
I really, really like you.
So that is counting as a body count to me.
All right.
And we know women lie.
Yeah. Men lie too.
Yeah, but the reasons women lie, especially like that, they want to make sure they dumb it down as possible. Men lie, we over exaggerate.
Well,
I
that's
do believe
true.
that to
That
a
is true. That is true.
Yeah. Women under, so I know she bum flicked all kind of things.
No, bum flick.
Yeah. She not just give oral that day.
Ooh, okay. I don't know about that.
So
It's
you
a
think
gateway.
She pulled out all the circus stuff like first days, what you're saying? Wow.
Come on.
But yeah.
It's getting warm in here.
Yeah. This topic is pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, this was a real interesting discussion. And a lot of people don't like to talk about it. It makes people uncomfortable. But it's just be real. Like if you care, you care. If you don't, you don't. But don't make it a whole thing. Like we're all adults, we're grown people. Do you? To each his own. But anyway, thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks for having us.
This was really fun.
Yeah, it's great.
So Brian, tell people where they can find you on Instagram.
All right, on Instagram, it's Chef Lumly _ or Chef Lumly. And I have a TikTok, but you soon see it come out now. I don't use it as much. But probably by this episode air, it'll be up and running.
Nice.
Brittany Williams official on Instagram. And that's the only place you can find me.
And you guys know where to find me at Milan Blair, and it is what it is, JA on all platforms. And today I was styled by Karmen's Kollection and makeup by Tami Bodi. See you next time. Yeah.